Steel frames, factory or aftermarket in regards to the SIG. We posted the M1823 steel frame video last week, and a lot of you guys had typical shill police comments on YouTube, but recently SIG did launch the SXG steel frame, and today we shot both pistols in the flip-flopped conversion as you see here. We shot the charter grade comp on the Browers as we did with the original video, and we shot the SXG stock as it comes, and then we flipped them to show you guys some difference in regards to the frames. Today's video is kind of a follow-up video on fitment, why I like one or the other, what you guys might want to see, and we'll show you guys some more on these two pistols from the range. All right, you guys, so both pistols, steel frames, Brouwer's M1823 steel frame, and the SXG. Both these pistols are X5 in length, and therefore we have options for them on the website. Under the Safariland holster tab, you can get holster both these pistols with the comp, with the Acro, with the RMR, and the SIG Romeo Pro red dot. Weapon lights are generic, the holsters are there. You can find all the holster options along with belts, plate carriers, canine gear, etc. Our website at rdrgear.com. All right, y'all, so I wanted to break it down this way because we're gonna really focus on frame features. Slides are irrelevant, as you guys all know. SIGs are the Legos for adults. This is the new SXG, and I'll post both links to the videos we've already done on these guns. This is SIG's newest pistol in the 320 family, kind of the Max Michel edition. I believe this gun comes stock as a pistol, no red dot, and then it comes with the Max Michel Romeo X Pro, I think it's called. It's the biggest, newest version of the Romeo Max Pro optic. So that's an option there. Multiple springs, all that stuff. I'll link that video. And of course, the Browers video for the M1823 steel frame. And if you guys have been sleeping, living under rocks, you guys know the Parker Mountain tartar grade slide, which we've done a video on as well. When you look at these two frames, very similar in the basic features, pick rails, magwell, etc. One of the biggest differentiators of these two pistol frames is one has a little bit more weight, which I don't think you would notice, but one is, in my opinion, much better in grip angle and feel and texture, and that's the Browers frame. When you look at these two frame designs, or frame texture I should say, G10 panels, these are a lot grips, and I have not seen the new ones as of yet, but there's two panels, left and a right, and then a rear. The front is pretty lackluster in regards to LPI checkering. It's kind of, I don't know why they just didn't run it all the way top and bottom. I feel maybe the undercut doesn't need it, but they could have ran it all the way to the edge, all the way through the mag release and both sides. It would have given a little bit more on the front side. I will say this, on the texture with the G10 panels going all the way to the top here, you get good support grip for the support hand, but again, it's just a little bit slick on the front. Magwell, nothing to write home about. Pretty good blending job though, I will admit. I also like how narrow the magwell is. It's not super race gun sized. I think you're doing very well there as well. The Browers, the texture, once you put this in your hand, it is a night and day difference compared to the SIG. Your texture goes the entire circumference of the frame, all the way to the top. And if you notice, one of the things is with the Brouwer's 1911 grip angle style is kind of like a 1911 pattern design on both sides of the frame. That texture there, a little bit of gap, and these two panels are raised. So one of the things for you guys at home is that if you buy the polymer version ones, right, that are just kind of plain black, plain tan, these areas you could stipple yourself and give yourself whatever texture you need. And the front strap is a box on the polymer frames. And again, you can stipple that a little more aggressively or add grip tape, whatever fits your needs, you can run that there. And the back strap as well. The one thing that the Brouwer's frame does not have, as the SIG frame does have, it's not as deep as an undercut here. I don't find that as a problem per se, because again, it fits my hand pretty well. Undercuts are gonna be something, especially on metal frames, they're gonna kind of be either like a large, X large, or small, medium kind of thing, because you can't add to them, you can't take away from them like you can on a polymer gun. You could always add to that undercut. So again, that's something when you look at these two in regards to undercuts, the SXG frame does have a deeper undercut, but I think when you look at the feel of the texture of this frame and how grippy this is in the hand, the undercut's not gonna really be that big of a deal for you. Magwell, again, Brouwer's, good blending job as well. Not as clean as the SXG, simply because it is a magwell that's added to the gun, does not come with the pistol. But again, that's something you guys could fix at home if you really needed to. I don't feel it's an issue. I've never had an issue getting mags in the gun. So again, that's something that I don't hang my head on too much. I look at the fact that it's a very good fit in the hand and the mag reloads are fast. Let's talk about weight. Got my trusty scale here. This scale is for weighing packages only, just so you know. YouTube doesn't, this is not a scale to use for anything else, unlike Crispy's scale at his house. All right, so we're 1 pound, roughly 13 ounces on the Brouwer's frame. On the SXG frame, we're 1 pound at 10 ounces. So again, very, very similar in weight. Nothing, it's not a massive feel in the hand, but I do feel that when you pick these up, I don't know, since I own both, I maybe subconsciously feel that the Brouwer's has more weight to it. It feels heavier. And for me, when shooting these two pistols, I feel, even running the SXG slide on the Brouwer's frame, I still feel that bottom metal weight still helps with that recoil management. I just felt that it shoots better. It's also very easy to point. I find that this frame points better in the hand. I feel also when I point this pistol with that 1911 grip angle and that beaver tail, I feel this gun levels and points much better for me than the SIG. With the SIG, the way this back strap is designed, I feel like I'm being pushed away from the pistol versus being able to come up underneath it and grip that gun. I feel there's a lot of gap back in the hand over here. So that's something that I notice as soon as I pick these two up. That also, I'll be honest, in a 320 pistol now for 2 years, whenever I shoot one of my 320s, whether it be in class or a match, it does not get shot without one of these frames on it. So that could just be something that I'm more of a feel, kind of like a golf swing or a feel. That's something that I think could be the issue. I'm not saying I don't shoot this gun well, and this gun doesn't shoot well. I'm just partial to the Brouwer's frame. The other thing about this, and I really wanted to educate you guys with, is when you look at me and Josh, owner of Brouwer's, you know, I'll be full disclosure, he sends me these products for review, for use, to share with others. And that's because we have a good relationship, we have a friendship. I met those guys, we have some same friends in the same circles, but they're another small business. They're having the same manufacturing struggles that I do. When this thing first was being worked on last year, I happened to get hands on a prototype that was here locally. This manufacturing process this product would have been out probably right around SHOT Show this year if there weren't the hurdles we engage with small business manufacturing, right? Working with somebody else, not being right there, driving over their shop, hey man, what's going on? Where are we at with this? There's hurdles you run into. And that's the reason the delay on this, and that's why this one did launch sooner than this one. But I'm telling you, when you look at the manufacturing cost and you manufacturing for a small business, this frame coming in at $675 is a lot of money. Yes, but it's not the same money as $800 from SIG. This SXG module launched, I think, 3 days ago on the website. It's not in stock currently, but it comes in a black finish, and it's $799. SIG manufacturing a product in-house compared to a small business manufacturing products outside and bring those back in. There's probably not a lot of meat on the bone left when they charge $675 for this pistol module. Could they have charged more? Probably. If SIG had come out with this availability at $800, me being in business, I probably would have came back with this around $750. But again, that's just something in the side of, that's behind the scenes from the consumer. There was a comment on this review when it first dropped. Oh, $675, I should buy ammo and training. You should have been buying that shit long ago before you bought this, right? Because this is enhancing already established baseline skills. This is something that's going to be for that competition shooter, same as this one. This Max Michel inspired pistol is from a world-class USPSA action pistol shooter. This is enhancing those same abilities in a different format and a different light. So again, these are very similar products, but yet very different as well. And when you look at these two things, you as a consumer have to decide factory, aftermarket, because again, these are all Legos for us to figure out what works best for us. And for me personally, and you guys, I got no beef telling you straight up my relationship with Josh. Me and the team at Brouwer's are very close. I understand their product because if I told Josh, hey man, send me some free stuff and I'll say good stuff about you, he'd tell me to go pound sand. That's just how he is. That's who he is. That's the entire team at Brouwer's. And if you ever meet them at a match, at an event, at a trade show, you'll understand that same personality once you meet those guys. They're all veterans, solid dudes, very tight-knit group. And they just want to put the product in the hands of people who believe in them and believe in the product, which I do, and a lot of you guys do. Because I remember 2 years ago, I think when we made the first Brouwer's M18 polymer frame video with the tartar grade slide, the comments were, oh, it's too expensive. It's this, that, and the other. Well, now they're not in stock anymore. You just can't get them. Everybody understands the progression in the 320 space, and they understand the best accessory for the 320 is the M18 Brouwer's frame, whether you get a metal one, a polymer one, or what's new and cool is, you guys haven't done a review yet, but this is the newest, and this is the aluminum grip module. So if you don't like the weight of the steel frame, you now have an aluminum grip module, and rocking the AXG P320 slide on this thing is a sexy looking gun, and we'll have some content on this one coming soon. There's not a lot to talk about, basically the same frame, just made in aluminum, and I think this one comes in, let's weigh the whole gun on this one. So 2 pounds, 3 ounces with a whole gun, around 15 ounces. So this thing is super stupid light, it's whatever. But if you are someone who wants that lighter frame, this is a great option. Again, all the exact same features, just one is in aluminum, one is in metal. That just gives you more modularity, more ability to build what you want to build, and off the races you go. Guys, that's all I got for you today. Factory, aftermarket, make your decisions. 320s, you guys do your own homework. There's gonna be a lot of dudes in the comments about the NDs, guns blown up, yada, yada, yada. Those are all come from people who don't shoot these pistol platforms. They don't train with these pistol platforms. They're very uneducated in regards to how many pistols in the 320 space are in the civilian world, in the LE world, and the mil world. So past history, I'm not gonna doubt that. There was issues with SIG. SIG beta testing on customers, sending out product that wasn't completely, shouldn't be sent out at the time it was. There were failures, there were problems. They stood up, got it fixed, moved on, made improvements, and you can't fault them for that. So you guys, enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Until next time, be well, take care.